Hi, imaginary friends. Good to be back. Part of my New Year's resolutions is to make more YouTube videos for absolutely no one to watch. So, really excited to be back. It's been a little bit under a week, and my goals are going quite well. As they usually do when you just get first started. It's the 5th, I think, of January, and I'm plugging along. I've made some good headway. I've read some good books. The first book that I finished in the new year is this book called Where Good Ideas Come From. Outstanding book. Helps you to really think about, as you're consuming content, really processing that content and trying to use that to push your ideas outward. And it talks about the idea that in the book, they talk about this book in So Good They Can't Ignore You, about that really when you're trying to produce new ideas in the world or create innovation, that it's not really 100% new, but that it's in the realm of the adjacent possible. And that's where ideas come from. And so, really enjoyed the book. Where do good ideas come from? A lot of just facts, and kind of kept me interested and motivated in, as I probably have said before, my dream is to get a PhD. So this idea of thinking about where good ideas come from is really relevant to that. And it's really, reading that book really helped me to get on track with my Zettelkasten, producing notes for the Zettelkasten. Yes, I am one of those second mind zealots. I'm in the second mind cult. And I have made some great progress in writing new notes and linking the notes that I've already written, so I'm very happy about that. Another book that I read was Give and Take. Really cut me to the heart, really made me think about how I want to change who I am. I want to be more of a giver. I feel like there in the book Give and Take, there's 3 types of people. There's givers, there's matchers, and there's takers. And matchers, they give with the hope of getting something back. So they're matching the gifts. Givers give with no intention of getting anything back, and takers just kind of consume. I feel like on the average day, I'm probably a taker, because I'm always at least looking for someone to match me, and then if people are willing to do something for me, I'm more than happy to just accept it. So reading the book Give and Take, I'm like, oh, I really want to be more of a giver. I want to produce more and help more. It already immediately had the effect of impacting the way that I interact and help around the house. I've been doing the laundry more. I've been trying to wash dishes more. Just kind of things that my wife doesn't really expect me to do, but that contribute to us living in a balanced, giving environment. And so I've been trying to grow in that. And then another book that I finished, I think I started it also in the new year, was the book The Infinite Game. And I'd heard of this concept of the infinite game, where there's 2 types of games, a finite game and an infinite game. The finite game being what we normally think of as a game where there's a beginning and an end, and the person with the most points at the end is the winner. But the concept of the infinite game is that in life there is no victory. Everyone dies. So you could say whoever lives the best life won life, but unless you're amazing in every area of your life, you can't really win life. That there's going to be always things that we give and take, and as my parents would always tell me, that different people have different strengths. So there's never going to be a winner in the game of life. So really, life is part of an infinite game where your goal is to just be competing and successful throughout your life. You don't want to get to the end of your life and like feel like, oh, I didn't have any success, or I alienated my family, or I'm physically ill. At the end, there's always going to be an end to life, but you want to really be successful throughout your life and at all the different things that you're doing. And so, part of my infinite game is that I want to be the light of the world, that I want to help people to learn. I want to help people to learn about themselves and about God and about the world. And so that's part of why I'm recording these videos, is so that I can be the light of the world. And so I think that's kind of my infinite game. The book, The Infinite Game, is very business oriented. I didn't realize it was going to be so business oriented. I thought it would be a little bit like Give and Take, where it's more advice oriented. But this was very detailed on like how businesses should really be giver centered and infinite minded, and the leadership of organization should be centered on helping be focused on the long-term goal and not on the short-term goals. And he lays out how different business people have been infinite-minded versus finite-minded, and he lays out how like Sam Walton from Walmart and Bill Gates were infinite-minded, and then they were followed up by CEOs that took over for them that were more finite-minded, and that kind of caused the company to go on the rocks. I wasn't really looking for that in a book, so there was a point where I was like, this is too businessy for me. But overall, I'd say it was a pretty good book, and I'd recommend it. Then another thing that I've been working on this year is typing. And I've spent a lot of time typing this year, and I've gotten it to where I'm almost all the way solid on the home row. Right now I'm trying to get to 35 words per minute with 100% accuracy on the home row. Just started that. All the home row keys, that's always the most challenging for me, because like the way that I'm learning like 2 keys at a time, and then after I master those 2 keys, it like gives me 4 or 6, and so now I think it's 10 keys that I need to master with my fingers. So it's like feels like starting over again from the bottom. But I've been recording my time, and so whenever I have free time, I'll turn on a stopwatch and then practice typing, and it really helps. Like, I find that during the time when I have a little bit of extra time at work, or when I'm just kind of chilling at home, I can even listen to an audiobook while I'm doing it. I'll be typing and just kind of practicing, because a lot of the typing, especially at the level that I'm at right now, where I'm just typing random letters, it doesn't require me to be thinking so much as just the physical act of hitting the keys is really what I'm going for. And so that, I don't think for too much longer will I be able to listen to audiobooks, but right now I can kind of just kill some time listening to audiobooks. It's almost like playing a video game. I was thinking about it, and in reality it's very much oriented to the same kind of skills that you might get playing a video game, though I'm doing it with deliberate practice. So any mistakes and I have to completely start over, it is engaging and I feel like challenging for me. And then on my physical fitness goals, I've been on the slow carb diet. Today is my cheat day. Whoop whoop. And I'm super excited that I made it from Monday all the way to Sunday, and Sundays are going to be my cheat day because I get together with my church and we usually have lunch. So my wife thought it would be a good idea for me to cheat on that day. That way we don't need to like make me a special lunch and I can just kind of eat with everybody else. In the previous times I'd been on the slow carb diet, I would cheat on Saturday and then not cheat on Sunday. But then that's posed difficulty. And then for once or twice I tried where I would have 2 cheat days, where I'd have like a mini cheat day on Saturday or a mini cheat day on Sunday, where I wouldn't just be able to cheat on anything, but that didn't really work. So this time I'm 100% going after it. I'm cheating only on Sundays. You've heard it here first. And the good thing is I've lost 1.5 kg, or about 3 1/3 pounds. As I mentioned, my goal is in kg. So I am about 140 kilograms. So made some progress, which I'm really glad that it's 3.5 pounds, because also my goal is about 1 pound to about 1 kg a week I want to lose. And so when you first start a diet, you're going to lose weight a lot faster. So the fact that I lost the well over 1 pound this week kind of shows that things are headed in the right direction. I had a little bit of walking, but not a crazy lot of walking. And then I did a little bit of exercise, but just kind of barely mentionable amount of exercise. I should do more exercise. But I'm just very happy that I feel like in this first few days, which 5-6 days, that my goals are going well. And so thank you for coming along the journey, and I'll try to keep you updated in the next week or so. Have a good day. Stay awesome. Stay legendary. Bye-bye.